Okay. Good morning or afternoon or evening, village.
Yes.
This is Myndel Miller.
I'm Khea Davis.
And I'm Tymesha Williams. And welcome to episode 22 of The Village.
Welcome.
Summertime.
Bienvenidos.
Yes. It should be hot where everyone is at this point in time,
Yes.
right? No cold fronts and maybe a little rainy, but still summertime.
Extremely summertime. I had to lower the air yesterday.
Yes,
It's
goodness.
like it's kind of warm in this house.
And the living is easy. Kind of, sort of? No?
It should be. It should be.
Right.
It's July. Time
Right.
to sit and read books. Look at your house, in my case, and decide, yeah, I'm going to change that painting and those curtains. It's time to do some redecorating.
Yeah, I'm deciding on what flavor juice I want to chase my champagne with for my mimosa. Do I want orange juice? Do I want pineapple juice? Do I want cranberry juice? Do I want to mix them together?
Don't decide.
Yeah.
Make a little flight of all the different ones. Make like a
do them all.
a mini flight. Yeah. Yes.
You're trying to have me with my eyes crossed.
Just do a little one. Do little ones. Mini flights.
No, thank you. I don't want mini flights. I want a full flight. I like a full flight to Dubai.
What are flights?
When you get a drink, you get an assortment of drinks, like different flavors.
A tasting.
Yes, a tasting.
Interesting.
Yes.
Never heard
This
that.
is not an ad, but Bahama Breeze, their flights are not flights. Like their glasses are like that big. Like it's not, you would think of flights like, oh, it'll be really, no, they're like in 3 and 6 at a time. Yeah.
And they have great flavors.
Their flights get you right. Again, it's not an ad, but in case anyone was looking. So what's going on this summer?
I'm keeping it low key, trying to stay home, relax. I need a lot of, I don't know, I want to call it recovery time, but is it really recovery? I need a lot of time just to sit around and get back to my old self. It was a difficult school year and I'm just tired.
Yeah.
What was difficult about it?
Everything. It seemed like every day something else was added to my plate. Like it was already stressful with the COVID situation, trying to teach concurrent. And then it was just like every day was something else. Boom. Now I want you to do this too. Oh, and by the way, can you do this too? And I'm sure you can get this done.
And I don't think people from the outside realize how stressful it is. On Monday, Tymesha is in person in my class, but then Tuesday, I log into my Zoom and Tymesha's on Zoom now. Like the switch between those, it wasn't an easy switch. It wasn't seamless. It just kind of happened out of nowhere at a whim. And in some cases it was, yes, okay, you maybe you woke up late or maybe you just stayed home today, so you didn't want to miss class, so you Zoomed in. But as a teacher, you plan certain things out. If I know I have 10 in-class kids and 3 online kids, then I know I can do certain things. Like if I have to, do groupings or whatever. But when I come into class and I have 7 in-person kids and now I have 7 online kids, it's like, okay, you just threw my whole thing off. And that was almost a daily occurrence. At least my experience, it was almost daily with my kids. They would just decide to be online when they wanted to be online and come in when they wanted to come in. It got to a point where I would have to send them a message like, hey, are you coming in class or are you going to be remote? Because I have some things I need to figure out for class.
Yeah, I agree with that, Khea. That was like constantly changing for some kids. And then another issue I had was when students were, in my case, we're doing a computer class and you're having technical issues, and I give you the phone number, tell you to call tech help because I can't fix this. I need you to call tech help. You don't call them. Next day, did you call Tech Help and get the help? Oh no, I'm gonna call them today. Next day, did you call Tech Help? And then you wait till last week at school. Miss Williams, I never got it fixed. That is like 100% your issue, baby.
Mm-hmm.
I asked you every day for a week or two, and you never did. I can't get it fixed because I'm not there with you. You need to call Tech Help. That's what they're there for.
Yeah.
I had a whole bunch of that. Miss Williams, I can't get that program on my computer. What did you hit the download button? Did you try?
That's the thing. Yeah. It was. So I'm very happy to be in the throes of summer at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I was asked before the year ended, are you working this summer? And Misha, my response to them was something similar to what you just said. Yeah, I'm working on me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to work on Khea. I'm going to do some things that makes Khea happy, do a little remodeling of the home. I'll do a little traveling. I have plans to go see my best friend in about a week or so. I'm taking the kids so that our kids can play together. I just want to do things that make me happy and make me feel peaceful, because this year at every I'm with you, Misha. I felt like at every turn it was like, okay, are y'all trying to beat me up? Are y'all trying to make the teachers quit? Like, y'all want people to not be here? Is that what this is? No.
How about you?
Yeah, you do this long enough, you have some tough years, but I will say that this has been the toughest. I've never felt as depleted as I do, or as I did with this year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was tough. It was a tough one.
Yeah.
It was. And I was telling Tymesha, a lot of times it's not until you slow down a bit that you realize just how tired you were, just how tired you were, just how much you've been going and going and going.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And somehow we have to find a way to, and we talked about this before, but to take better care of ourselves always.
Yes.
Always.
While we're in the midst of it, instead of just pushing through, we gotta break.
Yes.
We gotta break. Take a break, not break, but take a break. We gotta take a break.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. And I did some of that, and there were some things that I said no to in the middle of it, but
yes.
Yeah, we really do. Yeah, we really
yes.
Do. Yeah, it's tough. I will also say I had a friend who her whole family tested positive. And she has a daughter who is, I think she's second grade. And she talked about how tough it was, that she had then schoolwork to do. Felt like the teacher was still expecting, and it really hit her hard, physically. So it was trying for everyone involved, teachers, parents, students, trying to.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
And so everywhere when I drive, I see the hiring. Now hiring. Everyone's hiring. I bring it up because my college son is taking a couple courses for the summer, but he now has a car. And so with his car comes insurance. So his dad and I have said to him, you need to get a job. Hey, guess who can't find a job? So, telling him, so my first suggestion to him was see CVS, Walgreens, look at the places, those kinds of places around you. If you don't want to do fast food, because I get it, you may not want to work fast food. That's fine, but fast food isn't the only place hiring. Look at a CVS, look at a Walgreens, look at a grocery store around where you're living right now and try there. So when that didn't work, I said, well, how about look on campus? I'm sure they're hiring for jobs on campus, and on campus they may be more flexible because they know you're a student, you attend school here, and they can work around your class schedule. He submitted one application. and so I am this mom, and I plan to be this mom with all my children. I'm not paying his car insurance because I said get a job so you can pay your car insurance. When it's time, when those 6 months are up and your car insurance is due, that's going to be between you and whomever you can work it out with. Because if I give you the tools, if I give you the suggestions, if I lead you to the water and you choose not to drink, go ahead and dehydrate then. Go ahead. And that's my parenting. I can't speak on anyone else, but my son is 20 years old. He's not 12, he's 20. You understand certain things. And if your people are telling you you need to get a job because you got a bill that's coming up, you should probably get a job because you got a bill that's coming up. You know what happens when you don't pay your bills? I do. I do. I know exactly what happens when you don't pay your bills. He'll find out too.
And I like that you gave him alternatives. He didn't want to work in fast food, so you tried to get him different places to look at.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of high schools work at CVS and Walgreens, and they love it.
Yeah. That.
Can I just add that I didn't want to work in fast food either, but I did.
I didn't either, and I did.
But I did.
Yeah.
Hated just about every day of it.
Mm-hmm.
But it paid the bills, huh?
It paid. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This
Yes.
will be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
This will be interesting. Yeah.
Yes. And I bring up the hiring for my son, but also to talk about I was watching on the news and they were saying how unemployment is paying so well that people don't want to go and get employment.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why there's so many now hiring, because they padded unemployment during the pandemic.
Yep.
And understandably so, they padded it because we
Right.
had to tell you to go home. It wasn't unemployment for other unemployment reasons. The government is saying you can't work. So because of that, we're giving you this extra.
Right.
But hey, how y'all gonna get people back? Like they don't.
Well, a lot of states are ending the federal government program, the extra $300 a week.
Yes.
A lot of states, including Florida. I just saw it. It was like Illinois, Oklahoma, and it was another state said it was more than 300,000 people that will be losing their $300 a week
The
benefit.
extra.
Yeah. But it's time to go back to work.
Yeah. And I understand if you were working in a job that you were unhappy with, you don't want to go back to that job. Nobody said you had to go back to where you were, but maybe in these 18 months of being at home, you found your passion, you got certified in something you weren't certified in before, you explored some other options, so you have something else to do. I'm hoping that's what this is. People are, I worked at fast food restaurant A. When the pandemic hit, they had to cut their staff in half. I was a part of that. So I got, sent home, I got my unemployment. But now that I can go back to work, I no longer want to work at fast food restaurant A. I've decided I want to go and work at the hospital. So now I'm going to apply at the hospital. Like, I'm hoping that that's the kind of thing that's going on. I have a sneaking suspicion, however,
That is not.
you know,
Ooh, yeah,
yeah.
we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
We will
Mm-hmm.
see. Yeah.
It was a good
Yeah.
time to do that, but not everyone thinks that way.
And that's, yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Interesting.
very.
Ooh. Ooh, Lord.
I saw that on a cruise line, 2 passengers tested positive for COVID, and everyone on the cruise was supposed to be vaccinated. In order to be on the cruise, you had to be vaccinated. They were 2 people who were together. They were in the cabin together, so it wasn't, 2 separate people.
Okay.
But they were, the cruise line was doing their contact tracing and going through all of that. And I was like, this is the last thing y'all need, cruise lines. Yeah, the
Yeah.
last thing y'all need is a COVID outbreak, because y'all kind of lightweight was the epicenter of all these COVID outbreaks, let me tell it. So I'm like, oh, mercy. Just when you thought, okay, I can start to look at a cruise, a little weekend cruise maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, okay.
No, but being vaccinated does not mean you cannot
That you-
test positive
Mhm.
for.
Right.
Okay.
It just
Okay.
means
Right.
that
It
it'll
just-
lessen your symptoms and lessen the amount of
Mhm.
time you have it, and it's supposed to
Mhm.
lessen you giving it to someone else.
Right.
Okay.
That you can spread it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
But the contact tracing on a cruise ship. So what are you gonna do? Open the cameras and watch me walk all over the ship? Because
And contact every person, because I walked
Yes.
all over the ship. I was in the
Yes.
buffet line. I was at the restaurant. I was on the Lido deck doing the cha-cha slide. I was also in the pool. I went on the slide. I was on the little rail thing where you can
Yes.
ride around. I was everywhere, sir.
Yeah, I wasn't on that.
And I went to the taco bar 3 times. Come on.
I was rock climbing. I played basketball. I was in the gym. I did a little yoga. I went to the comedy show.
Twice.
So you're telling me you just gonna make an announcement to the whole ship? All y'all been exposed. Come get a rapid test. Yeah.
And I wonder if they're gonna test them before they disembark.
I think so. They were saying something about trying to expedite the testing and the testing results. Mhm. Yeah.
Could be another one of those sitting on the cruise ship for 6 weeks trying to get off. Like at the
Man.
beginning of the pandemic.
And then let them off in Miami and say, go forth and spread.
And be great.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Spread.
you do not have to have vaccine. Well, in Florida, they don't want you to have anything to cruise. The governor just wants you to go ahead and live your life.
Live your best life. I don't want you to go back and forth with anybody.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Let's see. Myndel, what are you laughing at over there?
I'm laughing at what you're saying, and I'm laughing at what I'm thinking and not saying.
Oh, mercy.
Laughing at. That's what I'm laughing at.
See?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, when we return in the fall, we will not be mandated to mask up.
It's
Nope.
optional.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Yes. I saw another article.
Yes.
A restaurant, I don't know where it is, but a restaurant, they lowered their bar so that it was at the height of someone in a wheelchair, so that, the bars are usually up high. And if you come and someone in your party is in a wheelchair, everyone is looking down the article talked about just the dynamics of if you're in a wheelchair and you're with people and you got to look up to talk to them, and how, you know, it's almost a little demoralizing. And so they wanted to make their bar inclusive. And so, and I thought about, I was like, well, it's literally chair level. It's not, I'm like, they didn't lower it so that, you know, people are on the ground. They just put their bar at regular table level instead of, you know, most bars are up high. It's like, you know what? I think that's a nice thing. It's not a big change. You're literally just, even for the bartenders, you're just standing there making drinks. It's not higher, lower, or anything like that. It's like, why not? Why not? Just thought it was nice. Random.
I would like to know if the bar owner had like a family member in a wheelchair, or what made them go that route.
Yeah. Is this not something you think of? So when I saw it, I was like, yeah. What happens if someone in a wheelchair wants to sit at the bar? Well. Y'all know I'm random.
As Arsenio Hall used to say, things that make you go, Yeah.
He also used to say, woo, 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 woo.
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did. He was really good at that.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
That was a great talk show.
I enjoyed
Arsenio
it.
Hall was great. And I used to sneak to watch it because it was past my bedtime. But I don't know that I ever missed an episode.
Yeah.
It was great.
He had a great selection of guests. He talked to everybody, you know, and I appreciated that.
Yes.
I appreciated that. It was just great. It was great.
Yep.
I was talking to somebody else about that the other day, and then we were talking about Coming to America too. But yeah. Good time.
Speaking of talk shows, Ellen is ending, right? She made the announcement. I think next season is going to be her last season. I think it's next season, not this current season. I guess she's going to film another season. Okay. But she had some issues, not necessarily with her, but with her leadership and her staff. They were not the nicest people, it is rumored. Employees said it was sometimes a hostile work environment.
Yeah, when that came out that it was a hostile work environment, I was like, yeah, that show's gonna be ending soon. And when she started this new season, I was surprised that they started the new season. I was like, I wonder how much longer that show's gonna last. And then when they came out and announced, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Because she did the whole pandemic thing where she recorded from her home. So they got around the staffing thing there because it's just me, it's maybe a cameraman and maybe my producer. It's not a whole team like it is in the studio. But I'm with you, Nisha, when it came back and they were in studio and it was like, oh, they got their issues resolved. And then she made the announcement, but or maybe they didn't. Maybe not. Yeah.
That was not my show. I knew who she was, but
mine neither.
I don't know that I've ever watched a full episode. I've seen clips of people that she's had on that I thought were interesting. I did that, but I don't know that I've ever watched like a full front, like start to finish.
I haven't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it's a thing. It's a thing.
Yeah. So when they said hostile work environment, who was there a particular segment of the population that felt it was hostile?
It seemed like they were equal opportunity jerks to everyone. It didn't seem like they had like a a group that they were focused on.
Mhm.
It was just, I think it was I'm here and you're here.
Here.
And
Mhm.
so that's just it. Yeah. But then there were even some guests that said Ellen was rude to them.
Okay.
There were a couple guests that came out and said that she was not the nicest person. But of course, you know, for every one of those, she's got
Right.
who say, oh, no, that's never my experience. I've been on the show 5-7 times. And
Right.
yeah.
Don't you think though, if that's the culture of a place, that the person at the very top is responsible
I think she
for
might have
that?
been the issue.
I don't think so. One of the things I know from experience and from personal experience, and then just from what I've seen, in the case of education, a classroom takes on the spirit of the teacher. So you can walk into a classroom, teacher's not even there. You walk in and you have a really good idea, really good feeling for the type of teacher that's there. I'm of one person in particular. I've been into her classroom when she's not there, and I know she teaches procedures, because when her students come in, I don't have to say a word. They come in and they know
They get
what
to it.
They know exactly what to do.
They
So
get to it.
if you're working in a place and it's like that.
Yeah. It's hard to say that she didn't have any idea.
Yeah.
None of the employees named her.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure they had very little interaction with her. But I'm with you, Myndel. In order to be empowered to behave that way, someone had to have empowered you to do it. You got that someplace to think that it would be okay.
Yeah.
If your boss is someone who is, you know, against certain things, there's no way you're going to be in charge, one of the people in charge, and behaving a certain way.
Yeah.
It would be, it's hard pressed to believe that. Not saying it's not so.
Right. Yeah.
Yep. Do you know what I need?
What do you need?
I need a girls' trip.
Oh, me too. Sign me up.
I need a girls' trip.
And I wanted to be on the beach.
Yes. I think we have decided that we are tropical. When we travel tropical.
Yes.
I think that's a consensus. I don't know that we've ever mentioned any place where it's not tropical and we've all been like, yeah. No.
You know, I'm not even a beach person, but I just need some relaxation to sit and just hear the waves. And
oh my gosh,
I really do.
Yeah, I need a girls' trip. Like yesterday.
I am craving time to myself. I'm one of those people. In order for me to truly refuel, I have to spend time by myself.
Alone.
Yeah. To be with other people takes from me.
Yeah.
I have to have some time to myself. And that's what I've been literally craving. Like people will crave a drink or some nicotine.
Yeah.
I know that I need that.
Have you planned it yet, Myndel?
I have some business things to take care of, and then I need to do that.
And it's time for Myndel.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I need that this time around.
Yeah. Make sure you send us pictures, because you always choose the best places.
Yeah. And here's the thing. I do not have to go far.
Yes.
I just need a change of scenery. I can't do the a whole lot of driving this go around, because physically I'm a little bit tired. But Yeah. It's been some kind of year.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yes.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah.
Yes. Did you notice? You're familiar with Uncle Ben's, right?
Mhm.
Did you see that they changed it? I just noticed
No.
the other day. So now it's Ben's.
He's not our uncle anymore?
Well, you know, Uncle Ben was he a slave? Was he a
Him and Aunt Jemima. Is she just Jemima now? Just
I
Jemima.
don't.
Yeah, it's Ben's original is what I saw the other day. I was like, oh, yeah, I took the picture and everything. Yeah, they
They took his picture off of it.
took the picture off. Mhm. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Just Ben's, huh?
Ben's
Okay.
original price. Yes.
And I had a whole issue with that because when they took Aunt Jemima off, you know, the family, they was trying not to pay the family this what is it called? Their percentage anymore.
Oh.
So that's what the family was trying to fight it because they were saying, well, we're not using her name and her likeness anymore.
So Aunt Jemima, hold on, wait. So wait, what's the story behind Aunt Jemima?
They were saying since they was going to
she's
stop using it,
she's a real person?
I guess it was based on the real person.
Really?
The picture,
the picture,
Really?
like it was based on the real person because the family was trying to fight them to not stop using it because they still wanted their payment.
There were some royalties that
they still wanted the royalties.
Oh.
And
What?
well, what is Aunt Jemima called now then? Syrup?
Want me to get I think I got one in the cabinet. Don't make me get up and
Yes.
look.
Yes. Because
Okay.
I want to know.
Let me go look.
This syrup formerly known
Syrup.
as Aunt Jemima.
It's a symbol, like it's a symbol. It's like a symbol or something. Like what? It's okay. That's okay. Yeah.
Now I'm curious.
I didn't know Aunt Jemima was a real person.
I didn't either.
Ladies,
I did not either.
It's still Aunt Jemima, but no picture.
Okay. No picture.
Aunt Jemima,
Okay.
but no picture.
Aunt Jemima, but no picture.
So they took her picture off.
Yes.
So it may not be her name, but it may be a picture of a real person. And that's what they were paying the family for, the picture potentially. And now since there's no picture, we don't have to pay you.
They was trying not to pay since they was trying to stop paying the family. And I think they went to court and everything about that.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That was to me.
That's very interesting. Okay, so still Aunt Jemima, but
no picture.
No picture. Okay. And just Ben. He's no longer our uncle. Just a dude we know named Ben. Yes. A dude named Ben we know. Okay.
A dude named Ben.
And I don't like taking the uncle off of it made it not racist.
Well, the uncle and the picture. The picture is not. I didn't see the picture either. The picture looked butlerish.
Yes.
Very. Very.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Ben.
It looked. I don't know if there was a family connected to that one, but
yeah,
I'm not sure either.
Wow.
Well, we now have Ben. He's just a family friend now. Your neighbor Ben. He makes rice.
He makes rice. Different name, same great taste.
I bet it says that on the box too.
What I'm reading.
Different name, Same great taste. But is the name really different though? The name is not different. You didn't change the name of the rice to Jimmy's or All Good Rice. Like, it's been. Hey, guess what everybody's still gonna call it? Uncle Ben's.
Yeah.
Uncle Ben's rice. Well, let me see, when was this? This was 2020. Will change its name to Ben's Original and remove the image of a smiling gray-haired Black man from its packaging. Oh yeah, he looked butlerish.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, he definitely worked,
Yep.
in the house.
But the company in-house, the company pledged to review the brand amid global protest over police brutality and racism. Yeah, Uncle Ben's entered the market in the 1940s and was for decades the best-selling rice in the US. Its marketing has been criticized for perpetuating racial stereotypes.
So this was their way of taking a stand against police brutality. They removed the uncle and the picture.
Yeah, titles such as uncle and aunt were used in southern US states to refer to Black people instead of the more formal and respectful miss or Mr.
Mr.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then why not make it Mr. Ben's?
Yeah, put a hand on it.
Put some respect on his name.
Uh-huh.
Mrs. Butterworth.
Yes.
She was married too.
Mm-hmm.
This is, yeah. Okay. Well, let's start somewhere.
Yes.
And try.
And they made some donations to scholarships and whatnot.
Okay.
States where the rice is made. Yeah. Yep. Very interesting.
Scholarships. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Ben.
Ben's.
Okay.
Different name, same great taste.
Different name, same policies. Different name, we still feel the same. Different name, are y'all happy now? Oh, no, no, that's what I hear. When you say different name, same great taste, I hear we still the same. Nothing has changed. Are you happy?
You see me smiling.
Your
Yeah.
happiness.
You see me smiling. Yes. Yeah.
Well, keeping it in the food realm,
Yes.
I am
You cook
starting
something?
something new. No.
No.
I am growing food.
Nice.
Yes, it started with flowers. Don't eat flowers, but it started with flowers. We were in the store and I bought 3 packs of flowers and said, you know what? The little ones and we're going to plant a garden.
Yes.
So we planted these flowers and they started to grow. And if you know me, I can't grow anything. I kill cacti. I can't do it. It's just a thing. So I put them all in a planter. I got the soil. I let the kids pick the flowers that they wanted to grow. And then we put them all in the soil and I marked them off so that they would know this is your side, this is mommy's side, this is your side. Everyone has their own flowers to grow. We were watering them every day. And then, unbeknownst to me, I come out and my planter looks a little different. So I'm not OCD, but I know if I put something like this and I come out and it's like this, that something has happened. Right. So I go to Derek and said, hey, did you move my planter? And he is such an adult child. What you mean? No, I didn't. I'm like, okay, I might have knocked it over. You knocked it over? He's like, yeah. So I just put everything back
That's not how
in.
it works.
So I say that to say our flowers are growing, and because they haven't blossomed yet, we don't know what's what. So I don't know. The kids don't know which flowers are theirs because he just kind of dumped it all back in there. We do have 3 different kinds of flowers growing. So we know that and I know mine. I planted sunflowers, and I actually had to repot them because they're getting so tall, and I'm so excited.
Oh.
But the kids' flowers, we don't know whose flower is who until we can actually see the blossom. So that success in planting the flowers and seeing them grow, and they're coming up. It's like, you know what? I kind of want to try some vegetables. Like I want to try food. So I planted, I have corn that's growing, and like it's really growing, and I'm so excited. And I have watermelon that has flowered a little, and broccoli. So I've got a couple other things. So of course I went out and bought this a 3-tier above ground garden thing that Derek is yet to put together. And I'm like, sir, I need you to put it together because once my stuff start, once it's ready to get repotted someplace, I need a place to put it. So I'm like super excited. I have cucumbers, jalapeno, cherry tomatoes, what else? Peas. I'm trying to think of what else am I planting. And then of course my sunflower. Sunflower is my favorite flower. So once I saw my 2 were doing really well, it's like, oh, I need way more than just 2. I need like a bunch of sunflowers in my front yard. So I'm really, really excited to have a garden and be able to actually have the kids eat some of what we are growing. And then, get some chicken wire and get us a couple chickens in the bag. So we have some eggs. Listen, I told Derek, I think I might want to move on to a farm. Like
you might.
I think I'm ready. Yeah. It hasn't been a month and a half. I'm ready. I think I'm ready to move on to a farm and get some cows and some goats and all kinds of stuff and just,
Yeah. Y'all must not have a homeowners association.
We do, but we have a fence. Okay. And so what happens behind the fence is your business.
Okay. So they could hear the chickens.
Yes.
Okay.
So we have dogs.
Okay.
We have dogs, and this is hilarious. This is my neighbor. One of my neighbors, I was chatting with her, and she said, one night, my boyfriend said, do you hear that? Is that coming from Khia's backyard? And she said she said, does Khea have chickens back there? Do they have some chickens back there? It was my dog. My dog barks, and I guess it sounds like a chicken.
Sound like a chicken.
I was like, oh. I was like, and you didn't complain to the HOA. Interesting. I may be able to get some chickens back here. If you thought it was chickens back there, you didn't say anything, I might be able to get a couple chickens back there. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You never know.
You're having success. I would love to see your vegetables.
Yes. And it's like every day they grow. It's amazing. Like you come out, my sunflower at one point, it just had 2 leaves. And then the next morning when I go over to say good morning, you've got 2 more leaves. What is going on? Overnight? You grew these overnight? What do you do? I'm like super amazed. I talk to them every morning before I go to work. I come home in the afternoon, and Derek and I get into it because he's like, not really, like, he's like, all right, you got a garden, it's yours, do what you want. But then if he gets home before me, he watering my garden. But it was mine. So I told him, I said, listen, because I got home first one day and I watered it. Then he came home and he watered. I said, hey, if you see I'm home, don't water my plants because I've already watered them. You're going to kill them. I said, what? They looked a little thirsty to me. So now you're trying my watering skills? You said I don't know how to water my own plants?
No, so, you're just trying to take care of them.
It is, it's been an experience. The kids have been gone for 2 weeks. When they get home, they're going to be amazed at all the growth that has happened, because it wasn't that full when they left. So yeah, it's exciting.
Yes.
It's exciting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jay wants to put flowers in the front. I told him he's gonna have to definitely take care of them. That's not much I can do for flowers. I'm not really good at it. I've killed every plant I've ever owned. So I'm not really good at it.
Yeah. I think, Misha, for me, it was because I got these as seeds. So like, it wasn't something that was already grown and I had to take care of it. Like, I had to get it to grow. And now that I know that I can get it to grow, like, oh, then I can take care of you, almost like a baby. I got you to grow.
Yes.
I pushed it out. Now I can take care of you. I can do it. I know what I'm doing. So maybe start with a couple seeds and see if you can get them to flower.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Yeah. It's been fun. We went to Alabama, and I was like, oh, who's gonna water my plants while I'm gone? I was like, I can't ask my neighbors because they don't really know how to water like I water. They could overwater, they could underwater, they might not know. I had to go and buy. Well, Derek actually went. I ordered it, but they didn't have it. So Derek, on his way home, the glass bulbs or the plastic bulbs where you stick it in the soil and it drips out and waters. That's what I had to make sure we had, like, several of those so that my plants could live. And they did. They survived the trip. I'm excited.
Lovely. That is lovely.
Yes.
Lovely.
And it makes me happy. I didn't think it would. Like, it makes me happy. I go and I sit outside and I just look at them and I talk to them. Like, I didn't think I was that kind of person, but I enjoy it. And I like it.
My mom does, and her mother, my grandmother.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
My mom does too. She has so many plants. She has so many of them. Every time we go to the store, she's like, they have a garden center. I'm like, well, let's go first. Let's go there first.
Let's check it out.
Yeah. Go ahead and look at all the ones you want to get a couple.
Yeah. And my grandmother, I remember there were a couple of times that my brother and I stayed with her in Trinidad, and she would, Granny, I have my tummy hurts, and she'd go outside and pick whatever that flower was, boil it, make some tea, boom,
drink it and you're good.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. And my Derek's parents in Alabama, his stepdad has a whole garden that they started. So when we went to take the kids, I was like, he came, I looked out the window and said, who is this woman out in my garden? Because every day I would just go out and just look. And I felt like I would find something different in his garden each time I went out there. So he just loved to come out and, we just talk about everything. And I ate one of those cherry tomatoes from his. It was so good. I thought, oh yeah, I gotta get some cherry tomatoes when I go home. This is amazing. And it's like, you know what? I want to grow some food that we can eat, and I want the kids to be able to do that as well. It's not something I learned, but I want my kids to be able to do it, because you just never know.
Well, we will eventually, and I have been saying this for some time now, not to you guys, but saying it to people, we will have to go back to some of what they consider old school, old ways. We will have to go back, because not all of the new things are good for us. And much of what we are eating now is killing. It is literally killing us. So, we're gonna have to go back to something, because all this quick and fast and stuff.
Not good.
Not good.
Yep. Their grandma, we talked to her yesterday. She said she's sending all of her grandkids back with a sweet potato that is ready to be planted.
Good.
So the kids will be able to grow sweet potatoes when they come back.
Mhm.
And they'll already have, she said they're spudding, or I have to go look up all of the terminology. Watching videos is like my godsend, because I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. So I type it in and watch the video. And it's like, oh, I think I could do that.
Mhm.
Let's try it.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yep. Yeah.
All right, ladies.
Yes.
Does that wrap us?
Think so.
I believe it does. I believe it does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We sure hope that you all are enjoying this nice weather. We hope you're enjoying your summer. We hope you're still being safe.
Mhm.
'Cause even though, restrictions have been lifted in most places, the virus is not gone. So we want to make sure you all are still being safe out there.
And taking care of yourself.
Yeah.
Taking care of
Mhm.
yourself in every way, mentally and physically and emotionally, taking care of yourself.
Yep.
Yes.
I think that's the charge, Myndel. That may be your charge for this episode. Do something that feeds you.
Mhm.
Do something that feeds you. Yeah.
Yes.
So make sure, Misha, they need to
Join
subscribe.
our socials. Yep.
Yes.
You can subscribe to our YouTube channel, therealvillage.com. The Real Village Podcast. I'm sorry, the YouTube channel is The Real Village Podcast. You could join our Facebook group, The Real Village Podcast, and you could look at our website, thevillagepodcast.com. We'd love to hear from you guys.
Yes, give us comments. Let us know what you think. Give us some topics you'd like to hear us discuss. I'm sure there's stuff you want to hear our opinions on. Let us know.
And feel free to share with your friends, family.
Yes,
Share on your social media. We'll love the exposure.
definitely. And with that being said, Village
Out.
out.